What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing our Pilates meets strength workout. If we've not met before, hi, I'm Margaret, I'm 27 and I'm a certified Pilates instructor. For today's class, all you need is one medium dumbbell. I have 10 pounds for my dumbbell. If you have dumbbells, great. If you don't worry about it. You can do this class without them completely. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Just come to your mat, find a comfortable standing position, whatever that's gonna be for you. I'm gonna go about hips distance apart. All 10 toes point forward, press down into the heels, press down into the big toes, spread some weight into the outside edges of your feet. From here, it's 4 big deep breaths. Inhale, bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around overhead, and then exhale, we can let the hands come down by our sides. We'll go for 3 more. Bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around. Exhale, let the hands come down by your sides. We'll go for 2. Good, and then last one, big inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, take it right back down. Awesome. From right here, walk your feet out a little bit wider. We're taking thumbs to the armpits, elbows out nice and wide. I just want you to twist the upper body over towards the left. You can let the hips follow you. Exhale, we take it to center and then twist it on over towards the right. And we'll keep moving like that. You twist and twist. Good, for 3 more. 3, 2, 2. Last one. And 1, we'll take it back through center, drop the arms, big circles, opening up and back for 4 more, circle. Good, for 3, for 2. Last one, we reverse the circles, opening up, circling forward and back for 4, for 3, for 2. And then last one, everything comes down. We take an inhale, sit down and back into that left hip. Exhale, press it up to center. Inhale, come over to the right side. Exhale, press up to center. We're just moving through some dynamic stretches today to warm us up for this class. I know it's been kind of a weights heavy week and this workout's no exception. If you haven't done one of my Pilates strength classes yet, the format for this is that we have essentially 3 circuits. We start in lower body, we move to upper body, and then we'll hit core right at the end. First 2 exercises of the lower and upper body circuits, we're using our medium weights, and then we'll move down to body weight, okay? You'll kind of get the vibe of it as we move through. If you've been doing class with me Wednesday and Thursday, you'll have a good idea of how these time circuits are moving. Let's just do 1 more each side. Good, take it back up to center, left hand to your hip, right arm is gonna reach up overhead. Find that nice big side body stretch. Good, we'll take things up through center, right hand to the hip, left arm reaches up and over. Good, let's do that 1 more time, over to the left. And then we'll go over to the right. Awesome, from right here, bring it all the way up through center. I'm gonna walk you through our first circuit and then we'll get moving. First exercise, we're just grabbing onto one of our weights. You'll take that weight in front of your chest, left foot goes forward, right foot goes back. You're coming up nice and high onto your right toes. The weight starts down in front of your hip, you're soft through the left knee. We're going to hinge forward from the hips, reaching the weight down towards the foot. We'll pull things back up. You pause, pull the weight to your chest, bend the knees, press up overhead, pull it home. That's exercise 1. We'll get right in. The timer's going off. I was not quick enough. We hinge forward from the hips, reaching the weight down. You'll pull things up. We bend the knees, press up, pull down. Straighten the legs, hinge forward, bring it in, lower, up, and down. So this is a 3-part movement. We've got a hinge, right? We've got a split squat, and then it's an overhead press. Okay, we're moving through this circuit 2 times through. So the first round of the circuit, you know, just listen to me. I'll move with you. I'll go with you for as long as I can. Good, but the nice part about this one is that we're doing this on the left side, and then we'll do it on the right side before we move on. Good, just about 10 more seconds. Hinge, pull it in, bend the knees, press, pull. Timer goes off in 2 and 1. Take things in, take a breath. Same exact thing on the other side. Right foot's going forward, left foot's going back. We'll hinge, pull it in, split squat and press. It's a lot going on, right? It's combination movement, but it makes the time feel like it moves faster. Does it actually? No. We've got 2 and 1. Right foot forward, left foot steps back, get up nice and high onto those toes. Soften up through the right knee. You'll inhale, hinge forward from the hips, reaching your weight down towards your right foot, nice flat back. Exhale, we pull things in. You pull the weight to your chest, bend at the knees, press the weight up, pull the weight down. We hinge it forward. I think I just felt my little ponytail break in my hair. Up and down. Gotta love when that happens. Hinge it forward. Will it stay for the rest of this class? I'm feeling like probably not. Good. Now, if you're not quite hammering down this movement, that's okay. I never expect you to be perfect. You can pick any part of the movement that you feel like you need to practice most on. So maybe it's just the hinge. Maybe you just take the split squat with the press. We will be moving through this one more time once we move into the second round. Okay, we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull everything in, take a second, take a breath. Your weight is going to go off to the side, and then from here we're stepping our left foot forward again. Right foot is going back. You're going to hinge forward and then bend at that left knee, okay? Meet me here. I'll walk you through the rest in 3, 2, and 1. Hands can come to your hips. You're hinged forward, finding a nice long diagonal line from hips to the crown of the head. From here, we start to bend through our right knee, the back leg. You're going to extend through the front leg, push the hips back. Good. Inhale and then exhale, take things forward. I would maintain this nice little hinge forward. Your gaze is down, but a little bit forward. Good. And just take it slow. If it's not quite clicking, that's okay. If we got into this and you were like, oh no, is this a lunges class? It kind of is. Kind of is. Good. But think about creating shapes, right? That's all Pilates is, creating shapes with the body. Good. Okay, we'll start to feel probably a lot of work happening through that left side. That's totally right. Good, just 2. Last one, everything comes in, stand up nice and tall. Next exercise, we're keeping the left foot forward. You're going to step back with your right foot, bend into the knees, drop that right knee down, press into the left heel, you stand up, and then launch forward. Okay, I'll do it with you. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Left foot stays forward. We step our right foot back. You bend a little bit deeper. Maybe you can get the right knee down. If you can, take it all the way down and then press into that left heel. You're going to launch up. Good. We step back, launch up. Good. And if you need to add in an additional part to this movement, you launch up and then pull that right foot in, step it back, lower, and launch. That's totally fine. If your knees are hating you a little bit right now, it's okay. It's okay. You can always sub out any of these movements for a squat. I know a lot of you have issues with your knees, and it's okay if that's you. That's totally fine. Sometimes the best way to strengthen the knee is to move through exercises where you put your knee in deflection like this. But this is also kind of tricky because we're in triple flexion with the hip, the knee, and the ankle. So it can be a little dicey for people. Timer's going off. Good. Okay, last exercise of this circuit. We're keeping the left foot forward. You're going to hinge forward from the hips, reach that right leg back, arms go up. This is going to serve as our cardio exercise for this circuit. We drive the knee in, reach it out. Okay, we've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back. You're holding still, holding strong in that left side, reaching the arms up overhead. Big exhale, pull the knee in, drive the elbows in. Good. Pace is totally up to you. If you want to pick it up, go for it. If you feel like you want to get a little bit more cardio out of this, go ahead and take it there. If you're trying to work endurance, definitely pick up that pace and keep it fast. Now the trick here is, can you move through the right leg and the arms without moving your left leg, your stabilizing leg? You totally can, right? Don't sell yourself short. You've got it under control. Can you maybe pick up the pace a little bit? Can you press a little bit more into the big toe so you don't feel like you're rolling out onto the edge of your foot? Good. Timer's gonna go off in 2 and 1. Woo! Okay, from here we have 20 seconds. We're gonna hit that circuit the same way, one more time through. Okay, so we're staying with that left foot forward, right foot back. Grab onto one weight unless you're feeling like you wanna try 2. I'm gonna stick with 1. Okay, we have 2 and 1. Left foot forward, right foot goes back. Come up nice and high onto those right toes. Roll the shoulders down and back, soften up through that left knee. It's an inhale, send the hips back, hinge forward, reaching the weight down towards your left foot. Exhale, press into that heel, bring it up. Weight pulls to the shoulders. We bend, press, stand it up, reach the weight down and hinge. Now for me, I feel myself rolling to the outside edge of my foot. So I'm really trying to keep my weight evenly supported through the, you can see myself, evenly through the big toe, through the heel, and the outside edge of the foot. Now for me, I'm getting a little bit wobbly, mostly because I'm trying to do 10 things at once. Good. Perfect. If you can make this round a little bit more fluid, go for it. We've got 3, 2, last 1. Awesome. Pull things in, take a second, take a breath. Same exact exercise on the other side. And now I can say we're done stabilizing on that left leg. This class will go kind of quickly. It really will, I promise. It's always what I find with the time classes. Okay, timer's going off in 2 and 1. We get the right foot forward, left foot back, come up nice and high onto your left toes. If it takes a couple extra seconds, and that's what it takes, and that's fine, soften up through your right knee, press down into the heel and the big toe. We inhale to hinge forward at the hips, reaching the weight down towards the foot. Exhale, you press into the heel. Pull the weight to the shoulders, bend, press, take it home. 2 straight legs, we reach that weight down, let gravity help you a little bit. Bring it in, bend, press, and then take it home. We're more than halfway there, and then you never have to do this exercise again. Good. Now, as you're hinging forward, you're keeping your gaze pointed down, but a little bit forward. I know it's tempting to crane your neck and look up, especially if you have a mirror in front of you. Try not to do that. We're keeping a nice long spine. Good, we have 3, 2, and 1. Take everything in, take a breath. Your weight goes off to the side. Okay, we're doing 3 exercises, and then we'll grab back onto that weight and make our way down to the mat. Okay, you're doing good. We're doing good. Right foot stays forward, left foot steps back. We'll hinge forward, bending into that front knee. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Hinge it forward, bend at the right knee. We're nice and straight through the left leg up on the toes. You'll take an inhale. Start to bend at your left knee as you straighten out through your right. Good. Inhale, then exhale. Pull it forward. Inhale, bend that back knee, straighten out the front. Good. Exhale, pull it forward. Do you feel the hamstring working on your right leg? I do. Also, if you're curious, there's a reason that I start us on the left side. There's a reason, and it's not because I'm mirroring you. It's because for a lot of us, the left side is our non-dominant side. For a lot of people, myself included, that left side is not as strong as the right. Okay, and sometimes we sell ourselves short when we do our left side second because we're a little bit tired, right? So the left side doesn't get the same effort as the right. We have 3, 2, and 1. Bring things in, stand up nice and tall, okay? Next exercise, we keep the right foot forward. We're stepping that left foot back. You're gonna lunge and launch. And remember, you've got a couple different ways you can do this. You can tap the back knee all the way down, or you don't have to do that. Or you can also step the back foot in every time you come up. You've got 2 and 1. Right foot stays forward. We step that left foot back. You lower down a little bit more. Can you get the back knee down? Press into your right heel. You're going to launch up. Now right here, you either pull the back foot in and then start over again, or you go right back into your lunge. You lower, you launch up. Good. Step back. We lower and then launch up. If that's not for you, again, it's okay. If it puts a little bit too much strain on your knee, then don't do it. don't do it, right? You can take this exercise from right here, lunge and launch, lunge and launch. Be kind to yourself and really work within your own range of motion. Whoop. Okay, and if you fall over like that, that's okay, as long as you catch yourself. Oh, there it goes. The ponytail has broken. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, do we think I can make it through the rest of this workout with half of my hair down? I think we can. I really do. We have one more exercise on this side, and then we're making our way down to the mat. Just give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot stays forward, left foot reaches back. We're hinged forward at the hips, reaching those arms up overhead. Without moving your right leg, you exhale, drive that left knee in, drive the elbows down. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, take it in. Inhale, reach out. And you can go that slow each time if you feel like you want to pick up the pace. Go ahead and pick up that pace. Remember, this exercise is serving as that cardio exercise for this circuit. So if you have it in you to pick up the pace, that's where I want you to go. If you're like, no, I'm just here, I'm trying to make it through, I'm not trying to push my limits today, then you don't have to. Good. Okay, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring everything in. You have 20 seconds. We're going to make our way all the way down to the mat. Grabbing onto one of our weights, we'll take that weight into our left hand. Right hand. Left knee goes down, right foot's going to step out. We're going to start off with our weight pressing up overhead. All right, we'll press that weight up overhead. Timer goes off. Reach things up and then reach your left hand out by your side. You're going to continue to press up through the right arm as you reach your hand over towards the mat. And then exhale, you're squeezing through the right side obliques, restacking the spine. Okay, we continue to reach that weight up. And then we pull things back in. If you need to pull the weight down through center each time, do it, right? You can press up, take it over right there. We're almost creating a star position through our body, okay? So think of both knees and both hands as points of the star. Good. As you reach over, maybe you want to look up towards your right hand. That's cool. You could totally do that. We have about 15 seconds here. Second exercise, we're doing the same thing, just hitting the other side. Ooh. Good. 2 and 1. Everything comes in. Take a second, take a breath. Oh my God, I'm so sweaty. That's the one thing about having a lighter mat is I can see everything. Okay, same thing on the other side. Right knee goes down, left foot's going to step out. We've got a 90-degree bend here through our knee. You're taking the weight in your left hand, reaching that right arm out. You've got 2 and 1. We press that right arm up overhead, reaching, oh my gosh, sorry, my mirroring today is off. Pressing the left arm up overhead. You're going to reach up and over, reaching your right hand down towards the mat. Exhale, we pull things back up to center, taking that left side home. You press up, go up and over, continue to press into your left foot, and then bring things back up. If you've got it in you, as you press that weight up, you can kind of point your gaze up towards the weight, almost rotating open through your chest, okay? Good. I'm calling this one a windmill. I'm pretty sure it's something else. I think this is a foundational movement of a Turkish get-up. Should I know that as like a personal trainer? Sure, but I don't really teach, I don't do personal training, really. I just have my cert. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll put our weight off to the side. Next exercise is going to build off of that. So we're coming back over to our left side. Left knee goes down, right foot steps out. I am just gonna walk you through it. Once that timer goes off, I don't wanna overwhelm you, okay? We're going to reach, okay, timer went off. We're reaching the right arm up. You're going to take that left hand, reach up and over. Your hand makes it all the way down to the mat. You're pressing down into your right heel. We're lifting the left knee up, kicking the leg out. Pulling the left leg in, your knee comes down. We bring it all the way back up, and then you can pull that right arm in. We press up and over, reaching the left hand down. Left foot steps out, nice long line. We pull it back in, and then you come back up through seated. If that's not so much for you, what you can do instead is press up, take the hand down. You can just move your knee in, find a side plank, step it out, move the knee back, and then come back up to center. If that's not gonna work for you, just take a moment, take a breath. If it's a little bit too wristy, I'll be honest, maybe this class is not for you, and that's fine. We've got a lot of other classes, so you can go ahead and pause and pick a different one that's better for you today. We've got 2 and 1. Awesome. Take things in, take a breath. Okay, next exercise, we're gonna set up in like a full side plank. Left hand goes down, both legs are going to reach out. I'm going to stagger my feet with my left foot a little bit forward of the right. We have 3, 2, and 1. Let's set up nice and slow. We can reach the right arm up, go up and over, left hand comes down. We're stepping the left foot out so it's in front of the right, and then you can keep that right foot back. From here, keeping the hips lifted, you're going to exhale, pull knee towards the elbow. Inhale, reach everything back out. Exhale, you'll pull it in. Inhale, you'll reach it out. If you saw me go into that and you're like, no, wait, how am I doing that today? Your bottom knee comes down. You'll go knee to elbow from right here and then reach it out. Pull it in, reach it out. Good. I do want to say I'm very confident in your ability, so I want you to try 1 rep like that. If it doesn't work for you, or if you know right away you're like, no, that's not it today, don't worry about it. You don't have to do it. Good, but that's something we can work up to, and that's a way that you can track your progress. If that first exercise is something you don't think you can do, work up to it, okay? We have 2 and 1. Everything comes in, both knees down. You're going to spin down towards your mat. Both hands come down, both knees go back. We're going to be setting up in a modified plank and hit some triceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands go down, both knees go back. I want you to press the hips forward, roll your shoulders down and back, slight little bend at the elbows. From here, we inhale, bend at the elbows, drop forearms close to the mat. Exhale, press up and away. It's a tricep push-up, okay? So if you can get your triceps down, awesome. If you can't, don't worry about it. Something that may help here is walking the hands a little bit further forward, bending and lifting. So try that if you think it's gonna help. The nice part about this is the elbow gets a little bit more underneath the shoulder, whereas right here, it's a lot more strain on the front of your shoulder, and you might feel it a lot more at your elbow, okay? If you get into that and you're like, there's no way in hell I can work for this full minute, that's okay. With this class especially, you do 3 really good reps. If you can do more, that's great. If it's only 3 for the full minute, that's okay too. We have 2 and 1. Good. You saw me, I did about 4 reps, but that's my limit for myself today. That's just where I'm at. Okay. We take it again from the top, grabbing back onto our weight. We take it into the right hand. We'll do our windmill. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot steps out, press down into the heel and the big toe. You take your weight into your right hand. You're going to press up overhead. Reach over towards the left side of your mat. Maybe you can get your hand down. Maybe you look up towards that right hand. Big exhale. You're pushing up through the right side, restacking up to kneeling. Pull that weight down. We press up. You go up and over. And then we take things back in. Good. If that's for you, great. If that's not quite working, you can do the same exact thing without the weight, or you can just grab onto a lighter weight. Both options are good options, right? I always kind of overcommit on these classes. I'm like, 10 pounds is gonna be totally fine. And then I don't give myself a second option. So I always kind of like kick myself in the ass with these classes, but it's okay. It's okay. I tell you to meet yourself where you're at, and I should give myself that same advice. Timer went off. When you're ready, go ahead and pull things in. We're swapping right over to the other side, and then we're done with these windmills. Mostly, kind of. I'm gonna go with kind of. We're kind of done with these windmills. Okay, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your weight over into your left hand. Pull that weight to the shoulder and then press it up overhead. It's an inhale. We reach up and over. Can you keep the hips pressing forward? Maybe you tap the fingertips to the mat. Come back up. Pull the elbow down. Press up. We go up and over. Maybe you look up towards the left hand. Maybe your hand gets all the way down to the mat. You press up and then pull it down. Good. We're just about halfway there. Good. Good. Okay, do you feel the obliques on your left side? I think this is one we'll feel tomorrow for sure. For sure. We didn't get a lot of obliques in this week, so. Oh wait, that's not true. Wednesday's workout was like a lot of obliques. I take that back. I take it back. We have 3, 2, and 1. We'll put the weight off to the side. We're staying in this position. Right hand's going to come down. We're going to kick that right leg out so that we find a side plank of sorts. We're doing good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can start this off the same way as we did our weighted exercise. You press that left arm up. We go up and over, so the right hand comes down. You press down into your left heel, slide the right leg out, pull it back in, and then come all the way up through center. You can pull that left arm down. Go up and over, press back, step your foot out, pull it back in. Now maybe if you do this workout again, maybe you want to continue to use the weight for this exercise too. These workouts are built in a very specific way that we start off with the weighted exercises, and then we kind of build off of the foundational body weight movements of that weighted exercise. So maybe you continue to use the weight throughout the whole workout. For this particular circuit, I'd probably say after this exercise, you're probably done with the weight. We have 3, 2, and 1. We'll pull things in, take a second, take a breath, and take all your time to really come out of that exercise as, as well as you can. You don't just want to throw yourself around and come out of the exercise. You want it to be well executed, okay? Hopefully you remember where things are headed. We're going to be coming into our side plank. The timer went off, but if you need an extra second, you're gonna take it, and I'm gonna take it too. We reach the right hand down, you'll take that left arm up. Press down into your left heel, press down into the right hand. Right foot steps out, you're going to step that left leg back behind the right. Exhale, we'll pull the knee, whoop. Pull the knee towards the elbow. Inhale, you reach it out. Now, if you're like me and you went through 1 rep of that and you were like, no, not on this side, bring your right knee down and then pull knee into elbow from right here. Reach it out, bring it in. I always know for me on one side, any way that I do a side plank, this side is my harder side. So I was prepared to be a little bit wobbly. Good, and if you need a moment just to pull things in and reset, take it. You don't have to work for the full work period. That's not the point of this class. Not the point. We have 2 and 1. Take everything in, take a breath. Both knees come down. Both hands are going to come down. We'll find that modified plank. And then we'll do our little tricep push-ups. Okay. And you take as much time as you need. Good news is we're pretty much right there at the end. We've got 2 and 1. Both hands are coming down, both knees are pressing back. I want you to press the hips forward of your knees. Maybe you can squeeze the legs together. And then maybe you want to walk your hands forward as well if that worked for you on the first go round. We inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press away. We bend and press. Now, can you keep the shoulders kind of pressing up and back? Imagine that I'm right there with you. I've got my hand in between your shoulder blades. You're trying to press up into my hand. Bend and press. Good. It's a tricky one, and it's tricky for me too. Just like I said on the first go round, if it's only 3 reps, it's only 3 reps. For me today, it's only 3 reps, and that's kind of my limit. But if I move through that exercise in particular again, I'm gonna try and continue to build on reps. And that's how we see progress in Pilates workouts. We have 3, 2, and 1. We'll bring everything in, drop the knees down, find a child's pose. Just take a second. I know I'm not doing a child's pose because I'm trying to prep us for these next exercises. The good news is we've made it to the final circuit. It's a core circuit, no additional weight. We'll lay all the way down. Actually, no, we're gonna stay in a seated position, feet in front of you. Timer goes off. I want you to roll back about halfway. Bring the fingertips together in front of you like you're holding onto a big beach ball. We're just gonna take an inhale, twist over towards the left as you lift the left knee up. We'll take it back through center. Same thing on the other side. Twist to the right, lift that right leg up. Take it through center. We twist and lift. We'll twist and lift. It's going to be kind of a twist heavy core circuit. So just, stick with me. Like I said, it's a lot of obliques this week and pretty much every workout that we've been doing. Especially Wednesday was a lot of obliques. I gave you 6 minutes straight of oblique work on Wednesday. But rotation is something that I think it's really important in a Pilates workout, like full stop, but it's also really important for our bodies and our spines to move in rotation. We have 3, 2, and 1. We'll bring everything in. Now from here, we're going to lay all the way down onto our mat. Your knees are going to stay bent, and we'll move through kind of that same exercise. We'll just amp it up a little bit. Okay, so arms will reach back over your head. We're going to crunch on up, twist over towards the left, pulling the left knee in, reaching the hands out by your sides. We have 2 and 1, and I'll move with you. We roll things up. You're going to twist over towards the left. Your hands can stay out nice and long, whatever works. Left foot comes down. We roll down through center, and then we take the same thing over to the other side. Now for me, I'm a little bit close to my reformer, so I'm probably gonna hit it as I come over to the right. And that's okay. That's a me problem. It's not a you problem. But if you are kind of close to a wall or whatever in your space, just pull the hands in a little bit closer. You could also take hands behind the head. I'll warn you, if you do take hands behind the head, it's much harder to roll up, and you'll find that you have to use a lot more momentum. You might also feel pretty fatigued right here. So if you just need a second, take a second. Follow my lead. You can just hang out with me for the next 10 seconds, right? It's okay. Sometimes I design my own workouts and I'm like, oh God, who did this? And then I have to remember it was me. It was me. I did this to myself and to you. Timer went off, lucky us. Okay, we're amping that up a little bit more. Legs are reaching out to the corners of your mat nice and straight. Arms reach back overhead. Next exercise, we're rolling things up. You're lifting up through one leg, framing the leg as you come up. It's like a single leg teaser. Okay, we have 3, 2, and 1. It's a lot of roll-ups, so if you need a second, take it. Big exhale, we lift up, framing the left leg, creating a V with the body. Inhale, we lower back down. Same thing on the right. Big exhale, crunch up, frame that right leg. Inhale, take it down. Now, if you need a little bit less, what you can do is bend your knees. You can take the same thing from right here, rolling up, lifting up through that right leg. Your body and your movement doesn't have to look the same as mine. It never does, never. And I want you to remember that. I think sometimes we all get in our head and, we look at our instructor and we say, I should be looking like that. I should be moving like that. I should be able to do this. And when you start to catch yourself saying that, I want you to stop. There is nothing that you should be doing. Nothing that you should be doing. This is all about you and finding ways to move in your body that feel comfortable and natural and good for you. Okay? We have 2 and 1. Do you notice how I'm getting myself out of every single one of these circuits a little bit early? I'm just like, oh, I'm tired. So it's okay. If that's the vibe you're on today, that's fine. Okay, next exercise is exercise 4 of the core circuit. We're going to be doing a full Teaser, legs out long, arms out long. The timer already went off. So if I said teaser and you were like, get me the hell out of this workout, that's okay. You can stop and go into cool down. We've got the arms back overhead. I like to circle my arms out and around, lift up through the head, neck, and shoulders, lift the chest, lift the legs. Then maybe you want to lift the arms back overhead. Lower the arms down, lower the legs, lower the chest, reach those arms back overhead. I find a circle for me helps me most to lift everything up. It just, I don't know, it makes things feel kind of fluid. And you can probably hear my squeaky floor as I come down. Good. Good, it's about 15 seconds, and then after this, we're coming out of all of this spinal flexion. We'll do a little bit of extension. If those words are going over your head, that's okay. They go over mine sometime too. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring things in, take a second. Take a second. From here, we're going to, step the legs back. We'll lay all the way down onto our mat. Legs reach back. You'll open your feet out nice and wide. And then your hands are going to reach back by your hips. We'll lift up the chest, lift the legs, and you'll just take some swimmer kicks. Okay, timer went off. Lift up through the chest, lift up through the legs. Just start to kick. Focus on trying to lift the front of your legs or your quads off of the mat about an inch. And then if you want to do more, let's add on some choreography with the arms. You can bend at the elbows, pull the hands towards the shoulders, press the arms up overhead, and then circle the arms out and around. Bend the elbows, reach up overhead, circle out and around. If that's not so much for you, ditch it. If you'd like to take your hands down in front of you to give your upper body a little bit of support, go ahead and do that. See if maybe you can kick your legs a little bit faster. Good. Good. Whew. Okay, good news is after this one, we're coming into cool down. We are right there at the end. You have done so good. So good. I know this week in general was a little bit tough. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything lowers down, hands underneath the shoulders. You'll press yourself up and back. Reach hips to heels. Find yourself in a child's pose. Can you press down a little bit into the heels of your hands, feeling a little bit of a pull from underneath the armpits? Good. From right here, let's bring it up into a tabletop position. Both hands down, both knees down. We'll take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling to arch at the back. We open up through the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press up and away, curving the spine up like you are an angry cat. For 2 more, we inhale, arch the back, open up the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press up and away, curving the spine. For 1 more, we inhale, arch at the back, open up the chest. Whoa, and then exhale, press up and away. Good, good, good. All right, with that last one, let's reach hips to heels, bring it up into a seated position. We'll take an inhale to reach the arms up overhead. I want you to drop the left hand down, reach the right arm up. Finding that nice big side body stretch. Maybe you feel like you have a little bit more space here after we've moved through class. When you're ready, press up through center. We'll take right hand down, left arm up. Good, still pressing down evenly into both of the hips. Do you feel like there's more space now between your hip and your rib cage on the left side? There are no right answers. When you're ready, press it back up through center. We're going to come up off of the feet, reach your legs out in front of you. Open your feet up so they're about hips distance. Press down into the hips, roll the shoulders down and back, and then just start to point and flex your feet. Pulling toes to you, then pushing the toes forward. When you're ready, let's circle the arms up and around. You'll exhale, hinge forward at the hips, reaching your hands down towards your feet. Maybe you can touch your toes and give your toes a little bit of a pull back, getting some extra traction, not only through the lats, but also probably deepening the stretch at the back of your legs. Good, we'll take 1 final inhale here all together. And then we can exhale out, let things go. When you're ready, go ahead and walk yourself back up through seated. You can take any other stretches that you feel like you need to make this workout complete, but you are all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you in our next video.
I just can't resist you. You got me drunk in love, I can't